What's going on, guys? Mike back with Horror Junkies and another movie review. Guys, I checked out Guess Who? And guess what? Nope. I'm going to get into this review. But before I do, guys, if you like this video, give me that thumbs up button. I definitely appreciate it. And this is definitely going to be a spoiler video because I don't want to do another one on this. Nope. So, guys, this takes place all around a holiday called Mummer's Day. Now, for those of you who doesn't know what Mummer's Day is, I had no fucking clue. So I had to look it up just to see if it was a real thing or if it was just something in the movie. And it's actually a real thing. Basically, it's a group of friends or family who dresses in disguises and visits homes within their communities or neighboring communities during the 12 days of Christmas. Had no clue. I don't know. Honestly, in the movie, it kind of looks something like Mardi Gras in a trailer park. Pretty much. Obviously, it takes place in between Halloween and Christmas. It's just fucking weird. So, Kia King, who plays Caitlin, and Courtney Moore, who plays Michael, this movie revolves around them. Michael's taking Caitlin to meet his mother and his siblings where he's from, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere in a trailer park. They don't say where. Who the fuck knows? They really didn't get into that part, like, at all. Couldn't fucking tell you. So he is from a poor family, and Caitlin, of course, typical bullshit, she's rich. Her daddy's got money. She's from money. So at the beginning of the movie, they stop at a gas station, which would be not too far from his childhood home. She goes to the bathroom. He's pumping gas. She's using the bathroom. She gets attacked by a guy who is in a mummer costume. He rips her necklace off. She fights him off, hits him a couple times, and then Michael comes to her rescue, but yada, yada, yada. She's like, I'm okay. And he's like, no, we can go. And she's like, no, I'm cool. So they get to the trailer park. And for whatever reason, guys, they park outside the trailer park and walk in. It makes no sense because while they're walking in, you can see most of the trailers there have fucking driveways. Why are you parking outside the trailer park? So, special effects in this movie are not great. There's hardly any. There's a couple of kill scenes for the most part, not very many. About 45 minutes into this movie, you actually can figure out what it's about and how it's going to go down. Once they get in the trailer court and hook up with his mom. Before that, though, they did run into a guy who was dressed like Santa Claus, and he kind of ignored them, and they said hi, and they walked by, and he was like, you look familiar. Are you Michael? And he was like, yes. And he was like, I'm having trouble while finding my mom's trailer. And he was like, well, they moved it, and I'll take you. So he grabs Caitlin's hand. And for some reason, he's walking down the road with a fucking hammer in his hand, which he did not have before. Don't know why. That's probably the funniest part of the movie, I think, because he's just strolling along and a hammer swinging, and, that was about the most comical part of the whole movie. And then once they get with his mom, they found out that one of the dudes that they were talking to was the guy that attacked her at the gas station, and because his face was all fucked up and shit. He had a backpack and had some shit in it, and she kind of noticed him, and she got the necklace back, yada, yada, yada. So they go through, and once she meets his family, she's, she finds out they're eating dinner, that she finds out that his dad worked in the factory down the road, and the factory closed, and when the factory closed, his dad got depressed and committed suicide. And he had told her that his dad died, but he never told her how. So right around in this part of the movie, it's obvious because the brother and sister keep talking about how she's rich. And they just keep on about it. And he's like, it's not for the money. I really love her. And they're like, well, whatever, kind of. So right here, you get the sense of they're going to kidnap you. You kind of know. It's so fucking obvious. They make it obvious 45 minutes into the fucking movie. And then he's so trying to make it like he is not about the money, but he really is. And you find out it's so obvious that he's basically a part of this whole fucking plot before they ever even say it, that it's obvious. Every time something happens, okay, yes, it's coming. You see it coming every fucking time. And it's terrible. The whole Mummer thing, which I knew nothing about, would have been so much cooler. They could have made it so much better than they did. They focused around it a little bit at the beginning of the movie, and then after that, they just kind of got away from it. At one point, they go to this trailer. They walk inside. It's a big fucking party. It looks like a fucking nightclub inside a trailer. Pretty much. There's lights, there's fucking music, there's drinking, all kinds of shit. So there's this one guy that's walking around the whole time, and he's probably got the coolest outfit, a little creepy. He's got a kind of like a potato sack with eyes cut in it, and he says a riddle because that's what the mummers do. You dress up, you ask somebody a riddle. If they get it right, then you show them who you are. If they get it wrong, then you just keep walking. Well, no matter whether they got it right with this dude or not, he just killed him. And so you're getting towards pretty much the climax of this movie, and it's so obvious what happens. She finds out that he's part of it. Yada yada yada. Same fucking plot almost. It's been done before. Like, it could have been so much better too. I think if they'd have went just a little bit more to the left, maybe that it would have been a little bit more better story-wise. But it just, at some point when it got to the part where they were talking about her money and it became obvious, it just went to shit. They called her dad and said, you got to pay us before dawn or she's going to die, blah, yada, yada, yada. Her dad shows up. And the mom gets involved after him and Michael and his siblings done got killed. And the plot, the twist in this movie was probably the best thing about the whole movie. You find out that the dad is the one that owned the factory, and he shut it down because it was not making any money. So they was after this girl the whole fucking time. Just, guys, terrible. Like, bullshit. When I watched the trailer, I thought it looked like it could be good, but then it turned around to be shit. Story-wise, it was just garbage. No special effects, it was just terrible. So, there you have it on Guess Who. And guess what? I didn't like it. So, that's going to be it on this movie review, guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching it. Like always, much love. This is Mike with Horror Junkies, and I'm out.